It might help if I turn the microphone on. Y'all might could hear me. I had a brain fart. And I didn't know I got hitched either. No sound, you're muted. No, I unmuted. Can you hear me now? Hi, Miss Stephanie, Idaho Gordon girl. How are you, sweetie? Hi, Harold. Thank you guys for joining me. Hi, Linda. Did you make it back home yet, Linda? How are you today, Miss Stephanie? I hope you're doing well. I went back in and edited the time to. Hi, Suburban. Welcome, sweetie. I am echoing. Don't know why I'm echoing. I'll mute the TV. Is that better? Everything is turned off other than the noise coming from outside. That's why I was a minute or two late here because I was out there talking to the kids and they're like, we want to watch you go live, Miss Kim. And I'm like, yeah, it's not for little children. I'm sorry. And they're like, oh man, I may have to start up a little YouTube video to teach little kids how to do some gardening or something like that. So it was you. Oh, see? Okay. You had two different live pages. Ah, God love y'all. I'll tell you. Mr. Harold, how have you been? It's all good. Well, hey, Stans, how are you, sweetie? Thank you for stopping in. I figured I would do a little live stream for a little bit, for about an hour or so, touch base with everybody and see how everybody's doing. I am doing good. I think I'm doing good. I would be doing better if they would listen to me and quit running up and down the stairs. Um, I just want to give a little shout out to Miss Michelle real quick and let her know I received her package today. And Sydney said thank you so much for the watch and all the things that you sent her. And thank you for the things that I ordered. I got them. Thank you. I appreciate that. Um, I just made a big pot of chicken soup. Oh, that sounds so good. Are you going to can some of it? Hey, homemade chicken soup is the best with a slice of. I always got to have a slice of cornbread though. That's my problem. I like my cornbread with my soup. Well, good, Harold. Good. I'm glad your friend was able to help you get through it. It seems like I don't want to get into a lot of stuff, but it seems like a lot of people are going through a lot of different stuff right now, and um, unfortunately, and things are being misinterpreted and misunderstood, and some things are being done on purpose um, to keep crap going. And I just, I just assume to exit out and not to be part of any of that. So I have my own drama and my own life going on. I don't need drama on here. So, hey, Miss Mary, What you doing in the chat room? Hi, Miss Phyllis. Thank you, ladies, for joining. I've missed you all. I think about you all. I pray everybody's doing well. You had Cheerios with sliced bananas. Oh, that sounds good, Tony. I haven't had Cheerios and sliced bananas in a hot minute, but it sounds good for real. Let me go up here. Do something here. Mr. Harold, I just sent you something, so when you type in again, you'll see what you got. And I'll do a couple of the other ladies in here. There you go. So I'm glad to see everybody's doing well. Sorry, I've been, oh, you're talking Harold. You're welcome, Harold. No good deed goes unpunished. No, so stands alone. How are you doing today? Cheesesteak and fries. Ooh, that sounds good too. See, I should have did like Sydney said. I should have did like my daughter said. Instead of putting the thumbnail of the bird, I should have put the thumbnail of food. Because somehow we always get on the subject of food. And tonight it's right off the bat. Food night. Yeah. So Suburban, just FYI, I got a bunch of stuff done this past weekend. I did some canning and stuff, so I was just stands. Come on now. She's like, I'm doing fine. Don't feel left out there. You got one too. I just sent it to you. So everybody in here's got a toy to play with. Just don't try to knock nobody out. Unless it's bad people, being ugly. Um, I was going to title it Ladies Night, Friday Night Ladies Night, but then that gives an opportunity to um, for ugly people to want to show up in the chat room. So I just, yeah. I did six, six cases. I don't talk about it a lot on my live stream because there's a lot of people in my town that watch my channel. So I have to choose my words wisely. Girl, you should message me. Oh, yeah. See, y'all are being so nice in here. Yes, Tony, your readings and stuff today, and listening to the pastor. Um, that was that was really good. They were both really good. I enjoyed them. And I enjoyed the video that you did the other day. Um, and the video when you were doing the reading. I'm like, man, I am so jealous of her right now because her video of them birds look a whole lot better Then my little videos up on Parrot Mountain. I keep wanting to call it Pirate Mountain, but it's Parrot Mountain. Yeah, TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. It has been a weird week. Yep, yep, it sure has. Maybe y'all give Miss Kim's a thumb up out there. It says there's 9 people watching. I don't see 9 people in the chat room, but no, they were not. I didn't think they were chirping too loud. Linda says she's got one more day to go. Poor baby. I'm glad you got your package today. I'm glad you and Joseph liked what Mom sent y'all. Well, thank you, Tony. Yeah, there you go, Phyllis. They were singing to God. Yeah, they were for you, Harold. Wow, awesome. I don't know who they were for, but I'll tell you what, they were for. And they're out more in the wild and stuff than the ones that I went to see because they are in sanctuary. So bless their hearts, and they can't get out and fly around like they would like to. And that one cockatoo in that cage, it just looks so sad and depressed. But you could walk up to the side of it, and it would lean its head over like this, so you could pet it and stuff. Yeah, there were some unusual looking birds, but they were very beautiful, very beautiful. Yes, Phyllis, I seen you over in Amanda's chat room the other day. I think me and you went to the chat room about the same time. You chatted something before I did and stuff, and all the birds that she has and the other rescue animals and stuff that she has. And boy, I'm gonna tell you, that woman was flat laying it down and going back over some of her past stuff, uh, prophets and stuff that she reads and stuff that she had put out, and they're all just falling right into place. So, hi, Miss Jade. How are you, sweetie? Did hubby eat all the Lego candy yet? Yes, I love her too. Yeah, it was perfect, Carol. It was. So I took Sydney to Old Charlie's tonight for supper, and of course, all I had was a loaded baked potato and broccoli, but there was chicken strips and shrimp on my plate, and I took a picture of it and I sent it to Tony just to be picking at somebody. I should use that. Gerald and I was listening to the live band at the rehab. So cool. Oh, that's awesome, Miss Phyllis. And you said he's in not yet. Okay, JH. Yeah, it did look good until I finished getting some dental work. I told Sydney, I said, should I go to my mom's and get them that set of false teeth she said I could have, and they can reconstruct them to fit me when I have these these replaces. And he's like that. He's just like, Mom, really? I was like, hey, they're free, you know, they're new, they haven't been used. So Yeah, I know he's like a kid, but yeah, that's good. I'm glad he liked them though. I'm glad Linda finally got her package. She was the last one to get the package. Hers was the first one they got to put on the paperwork, but she was the last one to get hers all because it was held up in Syracuse. Oh, that is so awesome, Miss Phyllis. I know, and I know you dread having to, drive back and forth to see him so much, but just keep your faith and know that God is working and he will be healed. It may take some time. He may not be completely healed, but he is getting there, and that's what counts. It would be wonderful if he could be completely healed. You know, if all of us could be completely healed of our mental, our emotional, and physical. Um, I'm not going to throw the financial in there because, you uh-oh, somebody's joining me up here on the panel, y'all. Are you ready? Get your tape off of there, girlfriend. You got your YouTube muted? She's like, hold on. I'm gonna bring you up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Here she comes. Ah, hey, Miss Mary.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Can hear you
Okay,
loud and clear.
okay, cool. Well, let me move back. No. Hey, I gotta show
Look
you
at you
something.
getting that tan sitting outside.
I know I've been out a
She getting
little
that
bit at a
tan sitting
time.
out. Uh oh, she's got something to show us, y'all. It must be a picture.
No, no.
Nope. Oh no, not no picture. Uh oh. Uh oh.
I've been
Let's see what
out in
she's
my
gonna.
little 5 foot by 3.5 foot garden. Hey,
Oh, she
she
got
got
her
some
car.
goodies. I got some turnips and
Oh, that
greens
is so
and a bowl full of
awesome.
goodies and more to
That
come.
is so awesome.
My little
Oh, that is
harvest.
so awesome. Good deal. Looks like she got her some turnips and tomatoes and zucchinis and looks like some carrots.
Yeah, I got a couple of
Wow.
meals there. I got some turnips. Yes. I wish I had okra, but
Yes.
can you see me climbing up into a box that's about maybe 3 foot high to get to the okra?
Oh, wow.
I wish I had some, but I didn't. My collard greens, whatever, was eating them. It got so hot that I think they all died because I quit eating them. So,
Everybody is congratulating you, Mary. Today when I went over to the dumpster to throw some stuff out, I noticed there's a wooden framed um, like box over there, and it has a piece of wood in the bottom of it. Um, I almost thought of seeing if I could get a couple of the boys to lift it up and bring it over here, but I'm not for sure what it was used for. But it sits on the ground, but you could set it up on center blocks, and
right.
if I have to look at it better and see if it's in good shape and clean it up. And I don't think anybody's ever used it for like a garden or anything like that.
Oh,
But uh,
cool.
hey, it don't. I just got to go right across the street to dumpster dive. Let me tell you, if people come over here, they dump off furniture, uh, mattresses, all kind of stuff, and they don't even live here. And we can't put that stuff in the dumpster bin. It's supposed to go to the city dump, but
Oh,
whether or
yeah.
not the office manager writes them up or has the law run their tag and stuff is a whole different story because it's like a $250 fine for dumping illegal trash.
Wow.
Um, and plus, you have to pay court cost fee. You had to pay the fee for them to have to take time off to work to go to court to do all that. So it can get costly. So no, Harold, I'm not. Trust me, honey, I ain't getting no mattresses. Okay, they're mm-mm. I got my own. I even got my own air mattresses and everything else. Nope, nope. Yeah, that would be ew. Yeah, that would be a big ew.
For real.
But something like that wooden crate that was over there, or wooden frame box, it's probably maybe 3 foot by 3 foot, something like that. It would be small enough to fit on my back deck to
Right?
um, sit on 4 center blocks.
You know how
But
people put trash out to the curb sometimes? And a lot of people used to put their old windows out and stuff. And I used to get those and use them to make cold boxes, like little greenhouses for spring. But that's even bigger. That's kind of cool.
yeah, I know, Phyllis, what you're talking about. Here, there's some of the stores that you can actually dumpster dive in, but then there's like some of the stores you can't. They have like the compactors now,
Yeah.
and they're locked to where you can't. And I remember, oh gosh, several years ago. Well, it's been over 20 years ago, but um, we used to go out behind Kmart and Home Office Depot and stuff like that, and you can get nice desk, complete desk sitting outside of
Yeah.
Home Depot and stuff. Just take the truck and the trailer over there, load them all up, fix whatever was wrong with them, and resell them.
Yeah.
And you can get all kind of stuff out of the Kmart dumpster, and just, oh wow, it was awesome. But now you get in trouble if you go do that. I think maybe behind the Dollar Tree and a couple other places they have bins to where you can, but they're in boxed in areas, and then they're locked. So
Yeah.
um, in some of them, but not all of them. Love the old windows with the panes. Yeah, I hear you, Tony. I used to wait for the drugstore to dump, man. We got cream powder, all kinds of good stuff. Now the birds and now the bins are locked. Wow. The stand is like, yeah, now I don't think I could do any of the food. I don't care if it's still packaged and stuff like that. I'd have to be really, really hard up to, or desperately hungry. But I know a lot of people that do, but them bins are nasty. They're just
Yeah. Some of
nasty.
them. Even our trash room with our small bins in there, they wheel in and out, or it's stinky in there. Nobody cares.
Yeah, Mama told y'all to stay out there. Yeah. Can you blame her? You could get hepatitis if you get just a little small cut or something like that. You might could get hepatitis or something else. So you have to be careful. Or you might get something else besides hepatitis. I don't know.
Monkeypox.
Oh no, not the monkeypox. Come on.
Sorry.
If you had to go there.
I just hear so much about it. It's just funny.
Oh man. Uh, Up here, they look for materials and appliances. Yeah, yeah. Well, I scrap out stuff here like old computers, old laptops, old game systems, um, and hard drives and stuff like that. I scrap them out and keep a lot of the scraps and stuff from that. Um, but oh, and the red Russian kelp. I still have to cook that. I'm glad I got it sealed in a bag and it doesn't look all yucky and uh, slimy right now. So tomorrow I think I'll just cook it and have it lunch and see how it turns out. Idaho, thank you for the video, and thank you, Mary, for the video you sent me about canning watermelon. Um, Miss Mary sent me a video, or no, it was Miss Phyllis. Was it Miss Phyllis or Mary? I
I sent you
forget.
about something, and right now I can't remember what it was. It must be
Oh
getting
my
old.
goodness.
Old
Oh my
ladies'
goodness.
night.
Sad. My phone has been blowing up with different stuff for the past few days, so y'all forgive me, okay? My mind is discombobulated. Um, where was it? Snickerdoodles. I know I got it here somewhere. Anyway, it was on canning watermelon. I didn't know that you could can watermelon and it could be good for at least up to a year.
Did you ever
But that
have
was
sweet pickled watermelon rinds? Ooh, I made them once because I heard about them, and it was really good. It's a lot of work, but it was really good.
that's right, Phyllis. It was you. I'm now
As
afraid
it's
to
like
bring
a
anything in here because I'm so afraid of bed bugs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now
That's
bed
what our
bugs.
next inspection is a bed bug
It's,
inspection. It's return
uh,
inspection.
you didn't
Brand new
know about the
building.
watermelon? Yeah, this lady, Miss Phyllis, sent me the YouTube video, and the lady took baking soda and washed the whole outside of it real good and rinsed it, and then she cut it and sliced it. She put it in big gallon jars, um, soaked it, put water in it, and let it set for about 15 to 30 minutes. And then she drained all that water off. And then she brought clean water to a boil. And she put a, a little bit of citric acid, a little bit of salt and sugar, and some different kinds of corn peppers and things like that in there. And then she filled it up with hot water and she put the lids on them and she had a lid tightener and she tightened them down and then she wrapped them with a big thick blanket and left them. And then they sealed themselves and she said they were good for at least a year and they tasted just as good as the day that she cut
Huh.
them. And
You
I'm
gotta
like,
send
wow,
me that video. You gotta
yeah,
send
yeah. It,
cool.
and it's interesting. So I would have never thought about trying to save watermelon, but I've seen people put whole tomatoes in mason jars
Hmm.
and like vacuum seal them in there. I don't know if they vacuum seal them with something specific to keep them from rotting or because I don't never see no water in them. It's just your whole tomatoes. So I thought it was pretty interesting. So, and y'all, you might see a couple new people pop in the chat room, so don't be alarmed. I've had some new people sub to my channel, and I'm grateful for them all. Thank you that stopped in and to say hi, and I pray that y'all have a wonderful and peaceful night. So,
Oops.
Miss Mary, tell me what was going on earlier that you were talking to me about on the phone.
Oh, you mean here? I,
Um,
I, I. Oh, are you talking about getting poked? Getting the hokey pokey, whatever.
I forget because we jumped around to several different subjects.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
I know one
Uh,
thing is that there are people working to find out how to reverse the effects of the hokey pokey, and they're
yeah,
doctors and scientists and stuff, and they're fighting behind the scenes that what we don't see. I've seen some of it, but um, I had to get one to stay in the shelter or go sleep in the snow. And I had just a short period of time, like a couple of weeks before I would get an apartment. So I would ruin it if I ended up having to leave the shelter. So I had to get one. So I keep
Yeah.
paying attention to positive sides of it, which are how to get it out of you. But one of the things is what it does to your blood and clotting, and I already almost died from that down after the oil spill. So I pay attention,
Yeah.
and they were like, take keep your blood up and healthy, and take like 5,000 um, vitamin C a day, and 50 milligrams of zinc. And
Mm-hmm.
smoking is really good for it because smoking attaches to the receptors, the nicotine something or other, a fancy name, receptors that we have in the back of our brain. And they're actually in all our cells. Same thing they said with cannabis. They're in all of our cells, really. But they said the nicotine will attach to these nicotine receptors, and it will. They were saying at first that, oh, all the people who are going to get sick from this illness, this plague or whatever, that the smokers are going to be hospitalized the most. Well, the smokers, less than 5% of the smokers were hospitalized because of this nicotine attaching to these receptors and keeping the stuff that's not good for you in from crossing the blood-brain barrier. Boy, my hair looks terrible, but but anyways,
No, no,
and then they were
Tony
like,
said, "What? Do I need to start smoking again?" And Phyllis says, "I could not because of the brain bleeding in
right. Well,
2019." Oh my
they're
goodness.
talking about, like, my niece who is creating these protein spikes from her kidney, and they were talking about is make what's the how they made this thing, this hokey pokey,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they were talking, and it's like these couple different things folded in together, and there is venoms in it, not just one but many, and
uh-huh,
that nicotine keeps that from getting to your brain, but because it was supposed to give us this and cause this to say, okay, here's something foreign, we have to create antibodies to fight it. Well, what it's doing is making us create these protein spikes and these clots and stuff. And
right.
they're really not normal clots. And these protein spikes are not normal in the human body, like natural. And they're finding like up to a mixture of 20 of these venom things in
Oh,
people that have had that pokey pokey. But
that's not good.
trying to say this right. But it's like I sent it to my niece because she's really sick and she can't be cured because of it, and her kidney is creating these protein spikes, and that's how they caught it. And
Yeah,
so what they were saying was like, okay, 5,000 with, and they got NAC with selenium per day, 5,000 grams, or no, 500, 5,000 grams of milligrams of vitamin C, quercetin, 50 milligrams 2 times a day, zinc, 50 milligrams 2 times a day, and 5 milligrams of copper 2 times a day to cleanse the blood for big reason because of those clots. And this is the reason why we have sports people just feeling fine and doing their sport and
wow,
plop dropping dead, or little kids, or and so one of the things that they're suggesting, they're finding, is it affects the blood a lot. So to keep your blood up to par, and I
yeah.
know things like
I was
cinnamon is
I
good
was
for your
reading the
blood.
comments in the chat room. They're
but
telling Tony no, she don't need to start smoking again. She's like, but hey, I'm looking for a good reason to start smoking again.
okay, here's
It
the other
always
thing
kept
about
me
that.
stop me from eating.
They're telling people who don't smoke to keep on hand some of the nicotine gum or a patch or something, so that when you feel the onset of symptoms, side effects, things like that, to either chew it or apply it or whatever. I've never used them. I
Yeah,
work for
that stuff's
something cigarette.
expensive. You
There
can
is a
quit with
thing you can
paying some
call
money.
to say I want to quit smoking, and they'll send you patches.
Yeah, I know, Harold. I'm thinking. I said after they reached $3 a pack, even these cheap cigarettes. Um, I was telling the ladies the other day that I'm just about at that point, at the done point, because I'm not paying $4 a pack for no cigarettes or
I roll my
anything like
own.
that.
I
You
roll my
know.
own, so it's really cheap. Cheap,
So,
cheap.
well, I have piping tobacco and papers and stuff here, but that's in case of emergency, but or in case I need it for a bartering chip or something, you
I
know.
probably pay less than $1 a pack because I get the great big bags and I tuck them away too.
Yeah, it is a bad drug, Harold. It is. I was buying 12 packs in New York,
Yep.
or I was paying
Okay.
$12 a pack in New York. Yeah,
That's what my son said.
yeah, they're expensive. They're expensive. 'Cause I know Linda and Joey pay out the wazoo for. I forget what she said they pay now just for a pack of Newports, but they're
Mm.
expensive. I don't know what they're going to do because of the menthol, because they're taking the menthol out of a lot of the menthol
They,
cigarettes. So,
they
um,
made menthol illegal in Portland, Maine. So to get my menthol tobacco, I have to go over the city line into Westbrook to get tobacco now.
oh
They're
wow,
squeezing us. Ooh, because somebody down when I took the bus downtown the other day for an appointment, some guy come along while I was waiting for the bus to come home, just a stranger, and he says, "Do you have a cigarette?" So I pulled one out of my baggie. I says, "It's a Rollie," and he's like, "That's fine." I guess he was homeless, and he takes it and he turns around. And he goes, "Oh, menthol!"
and
It's like, "Gee, I should have charged him $1."
charge them too.
Right? Because you
Well,
can't.
menthol will cause it to smoke a lot of menthol. I mean, I used to smoke menthol cigarettes every once in a while, not all the time, but and then I started coughing and coughing up blood because it's something in that menthol that would cause your lungs to bleed. So I don't know if that has anything to do with the fact that they're taking menthol out of cigarettes or not, though, Miss Stephanie.
I've been
I forget
smoking
what was their reason for taking out the
menthol
menthol.
forever. Gives you
It was
cancer.
rabbit tobacco.
Mm.
I hear you, Harold. Yeah, when I first read that, Miss Kim, I thought she was drinking a lot. Oh my goodness. Not Miss Tony. You're talking about Miss Tony. Miss Tony's not drinking. At least I don't think she is.
I'm not. I'm full. I just ate.
Did you eat some of your fresh veggies out of your garden?
Not yet. I just plucked them tonight. Want a pretzel?
Oh no, ma'am. No, ma'am.
I ordered that off of Amazon. It was only like seven something. But to buy that container that I like to buy to keep my flour in, and this is bigger than the ones I've been buying, they're $7 at Big Lots, and I bought them all. So they're all out. So this
Oh,
one's bigger. After I eat all these, I gotta hurry up and eat all these pretzels so I can get some more flour.
Tony says, "Who? What? I wish I had a drink. I would love a margarita." Uh, I'm not going down. I'm not going out with Jose Cuervo tonight. I'm not going to Margaritaville.
Mm.
I know some people in the UK are growing tobacco of their for their own use. They have to grow it in their greenhouses. Yeah. I know the tobacco fields around here, they look pitiful this year. It's like I remember when tobacco plants used to get 6 to 7, 8 foot tall. Now they're lucky if they get 4 to 5 foot tall. But in the mountains in North Carolina, because the soil is a lot different, it's blacktop soil. Um, the tobacco up there in the mountains grows a lot bigger than it does here. So,
I didn't
and for
know
y'all
that.
popping in and out, God bless you. I pray peace be with you, and thank you for stopping in. So, but yeah, so um, I will be busy this weekend with my son. Oh, that sounds like fun, Tony. I know you're looking forward to that. I mean, kind of good that you're going through it, but I know it's going to be kind of sad that you're going through it. But you'll get through it, honey. I'll come up tomorrow and buy you one. Will you go, Harold? Are you going to drive down there or are you going to fly over there, Harold? Funny in 100-degree weather. Yeah. You're coming to a family reunion tomorrow, Phyllis? Where are we holding the family reunion at? In Gatlinburg?
What do we have to eat?
Whatever we can concoct up. It does sound like fun. It would be nice to have a meet and greet and meet everybody.
That would be cool. Yeah. I had to get me a set of wings and flatten down. Start hiking about 6 months ahead of time.
Oh, goodness, Mary.
We could do this, but I don't know how long we can get away with something like that. And I'm kind of
Well,
old. Will people
yeah.
really pick me up?
Well, you can always run down and go across the border and come back and get you a bunch of money for coming back
I'd have
across.
to come back as a Canadian. Right up here
Just
next to the
start
Canada
speaking
border.
Russian to them. They'll be like, "Oh, wait, what?"
They'd probably take me away for a war person, a terrorist or something. Lock me up in a Russian camp. I'll talk food.
Oh, Phyllis said she goes from Maryland over to West Virginia to buy her cigarettes, and it's $54 a carton.
Wow. Dang.
Yeah, that's expensive. I don't buy them by the carton. I buy them by the pack because, yeah,
I just spent
it's
$14 on a bag, and it's good for the whole month. And then I spend like $8 on tubes. So
yeah,
$22 for the whole month to
yeah. I
smoke.
have a I have a neighbor back here. She goes to the tobacco store. Her husband buys that chew, and I think it comes with like 4 cans in a stack, and he'll buy him a couple of stacks of those, and then she'll buy her 2 or 3 bags of cigarette tobacco and 2 or 3 cartons of the cigarettes to put the stuff in, and those are 200 count per box. So
Yeah,
that's
it's a
600
whole carton.
cigarettes a month. That's a lot of smoking. A lot of smoking.
I think I smoke 800 a month, must be.
Oh my
Now that,
goodness.
now that you put it that way. But it's more of a natural tobacco that I get.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Still got nicotine
Yeah.
in
I
it.
used to smoke Marlboro full flavored 100s and Virginia Slims, and I smoked Cools and Winston
Oh, I like the
Salems, and
tools.
I used to just change up cigarette smoking, but um, now I just buy the cheapest cigarettes they got.
I've been smoking since I was 6.5 years old,
Oh
and
my
I'll be
goodness.
64 in October. So it's kind of like part of my DNA, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
smoking forever.
Harold said we need to go back to talking about food, ice cream, cakes, biscotti,
Ice
raviolis, fried
cream,
chicken, fried shrimp, turtle fritters.
shrimp sandwich, shrimp gumbo, shrimp creole,
Oh my goodness.
ice cream, or ice cream cake all in one is really good.
Yeah, I had a loaded baked potato at Old Charlie's and
Shrimp,
some broccoli
shrimp,
that I chopped it up real good and put it in with my baked potato and brought the shrimp
turtle
and chicken home.
fritters.
Huh?
He said turtle fritters.
Yeah, he did. He didn't say nothing about frog legs. He just said turtle
And he
fritters.
didn't say anything about alligator. I had
Yeah.
alligator on the stick at Mardi Gras.
He said, "What day, October, is your birthday?"
Mine?
Yeah, you
Mine's
said it's in
mine's at,
October.
mine's at 10. If you look at my email, it's 1010, kind of dead giveaway.
Oh, well,
It was funny.
my
Oh,
mom's is October the 1st, and my little brother's is October the 9th.
mine was 1010, and then my first son was 3 3, and I thought, well, geez, I can't remember all the rest of the kids because they weren't like these recurring numbers.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Oh, that's January, February. That's March. Uh, March. Who was born on March? I think Linda was born March the 3rd. Yeah, Linda was born March the
That's
3rd because
that's
one
my
of my
son's
brothers is
birthday.
March the 8th, and one of my other brothers is March the 11th. And they're like, couldn't you just kept her in a few more days and till my birthday? I'm like, no, no, she was a hard one. Um, I like alligators, Harold said.
Mm.
Cool, cool, cool. That's awesome. Idaho, how are you doing over there in the mountain area, honey? You still out working in that yard, I bet. Fixing to put them chickens to bed.
That's actually really awesome.
Gonna have to get you to come back up here again. Gonna have to get Suburban to come up here sometime too. Um, yeah, I think Stan's alone. I think some of them left.
Yeah.
JH, I appreciate you stopping in and saying hi. It's Friday night, so they're probably going shopping and doing the Friday night thing. So,
Suburban's here. Idaho's here. Yep, she's putting her chickens away. You're right.
yeah.
About that one.
Yeah, I figured she was because she's an hour behind me here, and she's like 2 hours behind the East Coast. So
Yep.
um, that's why I tried to put it. I went back in and edited that Friday night live chat at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I put Mountain Time, 7 p.m. So, hey, I think I did pretty good. So that way everybody know what time it is because Tony told me it showed up a couple of hours later, and I'm like, no, it's supposed to be 8 Central my time. And She's like, no. And I'm like, yeah. So, but so I said, let me just go in and put Central Time, Eastern Time, and Mountain Time. I don't know what time it is in California and around the world because over in the UK it's 6 hours ahead, and the Philippines is like I
I
don't
think it's
know,
8 hours
8 to
in
10,
China,
maybe 12 hours
Russia.
ahead. I forget. Oh, she said it said 10 in StreamYard time. I'm like Dory from Nemo. I suffer from short-term memory loss.
Yeah, I'm almost 10 o'clock.
I have brain farts every once in a while.
If
So,
I only had a brain.
a brain? What's a brain?
Yeah,
Oh, you want brains and eggs for breakfast? Okay. Yeah.
brains, brains and eggs. No, no, no.
My first husband used to eat that stuff. I was like, ooh, how can you eat? Oh, that looks disgusting.
Somebody, my sister in law gave me some when I was pregnant for my first son. I'm a young and I don't know. It's down there in Panama City, Florida. I don't know anything about these things. I forget what she called them, but she said, my brother-in-law, he's all smiles. He loves to pull a joke on somebody. So he's like, "Here, try these just scrambled eggs and something," but he didn't say it was brains. And I'm like, "Oh, all right." And I took a bite, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's all right." I didn't really like it, and I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm thinking, "Oh my God, if I say I like it, I gotta eat it."
No, no.
And then I said, "What is it? Tell me, what is it?" And he said, "Pig brains." And I ran
Right.
to the bathroom and promptly got rid of it.
Yeah, Harold said it said 9 o'clock when I first saw it. And then I looked at it again and it said at 9. And then it said at 10.
Huh.
And Phyllis says, listen when God shows you something. You ask him, if I can put chat moving, you ask him to know better, be ready to see it. I was blown away. Um, I was blown out of the water. Uh, yeah, I understand what you're talking about, Phyllis.
Harold's
And
going in and out of this dimension.
yep, it's almost 10 o'clock your time. I know. Now, what sounds good, Harold?
He's probably talking about brains. 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 You ever see that movie? That
The
scary movie?
zombies. The zombies. Oh,
Yeah.
no.
They come
I
in.
never could understand that stupid show, the the zombies and stuff. Because okay, if they're a zombie, all right, they're walking around all bloody and gory and crap like that,
All dirty and
and
effing,
you know,
falling apart.
you shoot them, they get back up until you shoot them in the head, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? That show
So
just
they're
never
trying
made
to
no
tell
sense.
us that's where our operating system is.
Well, that's just like taking a snake and decapitating its head off, and it still moves around. Or a chicken, you decapitate its head off, and it still
Yeah,
runs
yeah.
around for a few minutes, until it falls over. I want a bowl of ice cream and chocolate cake. Oh, that sounds good, Phyllis.
Ice cream with whipped cream on it
Ice
and
cream,
some
you
kind of
scream, we all
sugary
scream, ice
syrup,
cream.
like a sundae.
I
Mm.
would like a banana strawberry milkshake.
Mm. I'd take just the vanilla one and be happy.
Yeah, I hear you. The last vanilla milkshake I brought home, I was getting out of the car with it. It fell out of my hand inside the car, and it hit the little latch lever that's in the floor that releases the gas door open. And because it was in a styrofoam cup, it punctured a hole in it. And I'm like, Sydney, here, get the
Oh,
keys, run in the house, go get me a cup, hurry, hurry. because I just brought it home and was going to doctor it up. Forgot they put cherries in it, and she put her other cherry in it. Okay. So I'd throw it in the blender, get it in here and throw it in the blender and take a banana and cut it up and put in there. Yeah, root beer float sounds good too, Harold.
Oh,
I miss
yeah.
getting those A&W root beer floats from the old drive-in. And it
Oh,
come out red, and I was like, why is this vanilla shake coming out a pinkish color? And then I seen the stems. I was like, oh, the
whoops.
cherry, the cherries.
Yeah.
But it was still good. It was a cherry banana vanilla milkshake. So yeah, I remember when we used to go to the drive-in and we had the A&W root beer drive-through, like the Sonic's drive-through, but they
Yeah.
actually did come out on skates and all that stuff back then, and we would order the root beer floats. Oh my goodness,
I
they were good.
love the root beer floats. Yeah.
But
Oh,
the better ones were downtown at the 5, 10, and 25 cent store.
the five
Um,
and dime. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and stuff, and they had the soda pop counter all set up, up there and stuff. Gosh, I miss those days.
We had Grants. We had Montgomery
You're not
Ward.
getting older than Art,
And
Phyllis.
go in and eat. No, you're not, Phyllis. You're not older than me. I mean, even if you were older than me, you don't act like you're older than me.
Yeah,
We're
she's a
not
little
old.
bit.
We're
She's a
not
couple of
that
years
big.
older than you and I, but um,
I'm gonna still
you
be fighting the system until I'm 100. So I hope.
know. Look, she just told you in the chat room how old she was.
Oh, you're only a couple years older than me.
Yeah. No, them stores don't exist anymore like the old Wool Wars,
No
I
worse. Yeah,
guess, store.
that's what I meant
And
to say.
um,
Go to the lunch counter.
yeah, Phyllis's birthday is the day before mine. Hers is September the 10th, and mine is September the 11th.
Oh, that's funny. Mine's the next month on the 10th. Exactly a month
Yep,
away. It
yep.
was a good day.
Well, whoever's birthday is here in August, I pray that they have a wonderful and happy birthday. And if it's a late birthday, happy late birthday. And I pray peace be with everybody. I love the Woolworths meatloaf and mashed potatoes. Yeah,
Yeah. Or the fried
that's when
chicken
they
and the mashed
actually made
potatoes.
stuff from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they made the homemade biscuits from scratch, the homemade rolls and bread, and not the instant potatoes, the
No
real potatoes.
crickets.
Huh?
No crickets.
Right.
You know, they had that cookout here by management since our community room was locked up since COVID, because we all moved in during COVID, kind of. Well,
Yeah.
they had a few of these burgers, and I looked at them and I thought, oh, how awesome! They even put onions and peppers in some of the burgers.
Uh-huh.
And then I got a closer look at one, and there was like beans in it. And it's one of those vegetarian.
Yeah.
I'm a
Me.
carnivore. I was looking for a real burger, and I thought, oh, and they didn't taste good. I didn't like them.
Yeah. They talking about that meatloaf. Yeah, I like leftover cold meatloaf sandwich.
Yeah, I make a good meatloaf. Ask all my neighbors; they've all had some.
Miss Stephanie, I'm gonna have to come. I'm gonna have to get you to come back up and join us again sometime. I enjoyed having her up here. Yep, just throw a little bit of ketchup on that bread and flip that bread together and then put that cold meatloaf sandwich on there. Yep. Yeah,
Geez,
buddy.
I used to take leftover spaghetti with a meatball and put it in a sandwich and eat it, spaghetti and all.
Oh yeah. You're back inside now. I bet you're wore out. We are addicted to food. We are what we eat.
Yeah.
That's what I've been told. We are what we eat.
I ordered some dandelion root, and when it came the other day, I realized I clicked the wrong thing. I go back and look at the order, so I have some burdock root.
And what's that good for, Mary?
Well, it makes a good tea, but and you can cook it in different recipes, but it's really highly nutritious. And with other things, it's a good medicinal carrier. So, like the ECAC formula, I used to sell this. I made it with a lot of ingredients, but the main ones and the main um, amounts to make that is important because it was from the
Yeah.
Ojibwa Indian tribe, and
Yeah.
it's good for breast cancer to cure it and things like that. And in what is it, 1978, the Canadian Royal Cancer Institute actually signs the papers proving that it does cure some forms of breast cancer. So that
Yeah.
it works. So that's cool. So I used to make it
Oh,
and sell it.
awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I would like to do a workout video with Miss Idaho and the senior sneakers or what silver sneakers, what silver senior sneak I
Yeah.
forget how it's called, but yeah. You know what I'm talking about. I'm just a hunk of lard then. Oh my goodness, Harold. No, you're not.
I'm a hunk of lard, but I got arms and legs and a head stuck on it.
Idaho, I understand about the procrastination. I've been doing that a lot and I need to quit. I really do. In the last couple of days, I've been mentally and emotionally drained. Um, but I'm getting over it. So hopefully I can get the rest of my other cases of stuff done here in the near future. Balancing a checkbook and all that good. Oh, girlfriend.
Mm.
Oh, let's don't even talk about that. Sometimes I want to get mad and throw the paperwork and the checkbook and everything over to the side. It's like, what did I forget?
Mm.
You know, I used to tell my mom when
Yeah.
she didn't have a belly like Nanny, she said, why I was her belly fluffy. Oh, 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 that's cute, Phyllis. Oh my gosh, I don't know that I would want to see 116, but maybe 145, 155 again would be nice. And it's not, um, it's all in my belly, is where my weight is pretty much all in my belly.
Yeah, same. But my lazy
Because I
belly.
can still wear a size 9, 10 pants, the women's pants, but the shirts and stuff, well, now that's a different story in another ballpark. I buy the 1X large and the 2X large sometimes. It just depends on uh, what kind of shirt it is. She was 5'7". Well, that's still a pretty good size, Phyllis. What size are you? Oh, how tall are you, Mary? You're five what?
Just shy of 5'7".
Oh, okay. For some reason, I couldn't remember if you were taller or shorter. some
Well,
reason, I knew you were the 5 foot area, but I couldn't remember if you were
a
like
lot of
5 foot.
ladies in Maine are shorter, and a lot of the men are too. I guess it's the French thing, but I don't know. But so I'm kind of tall for a lot of people. Yeah.
Miss Phyllis says 5'10" and a half. Well, I'm 5'9", so I was 5'9". I don't know. I might have shrunk. I don't know. Idaho, that soup sounds good. I can smell it all the way here.
And,
She got all them herbs and spices in it, fresh out of
well,
that garden.
I have to bring some seeds to a neighbor because I brought some dirt and planters over, and he's been watering them, but I haven't brought any seeds yet.
Tony's got the eyes rolling in the head, said I ain't saying a word. I've got a brother that's 6'4", 6'3", somewhere in there, 6'3"
Hey,
or 6.
Phyllis, you're a little bit taller than me.
Yeah, Idaho. I know how you feel, sweetie. Yeah, 140 would be nice again, you know. Uh, but I will never see myself at 140 again. Like I said, if I could get back to 150, 155, that would be awesome. But I'm still up there a little bit, like 20 something pounds over, and you're 5'3". Well, y'all know dynamite comes in small packages, so
So what
I
comes in
bought
these big packages?
yeah, I bought my daughter Sierra a shirt. She said it said something about I'm not short, I'm just fun size. Harold, you're not short.
He must be. We only see the top of his head on his old videos.
He's he's not short. The only time he's short is if he's sitting on his
Sometimes.
ball. He's not short. He's 5 foot something or so, I would
Yeah,
imagine. Probably taller. I don't know.
he
I'm
ain't
just
giving. No.
I'm just guesstimating here. I'm short and fluffy. Really, Miss Tony? I put my canned tomatoes, uh, my candy tomato sauce in the freezer, zucchini from my garden. All other vegetables. Um, oh,
My one
well,
zucchini.
you know what? Something's better than nothing. I know there was some other ladies canning tomatoes and stuff too, and did salsa and uh, biscotti sauce and other stuff. So I think that's awesome. Miss Stephanie, let me know when you wanna come back up again, and um, I can set it up fun size like that. Yeah, you know, you ever want to come up on a Friday night to where we just come up here and just shoot the breeze like we are tonight? You're more than welcome.
Mind if I step away for a few?
No, ma'am, you go ahead. I'm fixing to get ready to end the live stream anyway because
Okay.
but you're good. Go ahead and go smoke you a cigarette.
I don't sit still well.
I got about 200 tomatoes all over my kitchen. Oh my goodness, Suburban. My baby girl's 5'5". Well, my Sierra, she's only 5'1" and a half. Linda's 5 foot. Sydney, Linda's 5 foot something there, probably 5'2", 3, somewhere around there. Um, Suburban, have you been making any fried green tomatoes? I like fried green tomatoes. I have to go up Harold 5'9". I knew he was about 5 something. I was guesstimating though, but still, that's almost 6 foot tall, Harold. So that's pretty good. That's going to be great. We get it done. Yeah, it will be. Fresh homemade salsa and all that stuff is good. Be careful, Miss Mary.
Yeah. Eyes open.
Already been frying okra. Oh my goodness, I haven't had fresh homemade fried okra in forever. Has anybody ever taken, have any of you ladies ever taken like squash and green tomatoes and fried them together, or um, squash and fried okra? I mean, not fried okra, but zucchini together with some onions and stuff. That's good. Really, Harold? Man, you ain't Southern. I don't even know if you're Northern gonna do like it. You eat tomato all the time if you eat ketchup. You eat any kind of sauce on pizza, the red sauce on pizza, you're eating tomatoes. It's good. Fried cucumbers. Never thought about frying cucumbers, Miss Phyllis. I would have never thought about fried pickles either, but they're good. No, you're still taller than my redhead. She's only 5'1.5". So you're good, Miss Stephanie. You're good. And maybe I'll try and do a live stream tomorrow afternoon or something. Um, I'll make pickle okra as soon as I pick enough. Oh, cayenne peppers to put in with. Ooh, girlfriend, you want them spicy? I can't do spicy. I'm going to mute her side because she's got her windows open over there because it's like really hot in her apartment and they're not allowed ACs and stuff. So, um, which kind of stinks for her. So, wait a minute. What did I miss? Oh, too hot. Yeah. I can do a little bit of cayenne and maybe some chili powder or something like that. But Tony's more southern than you are. Tony's more northern. She might live southern, but she's more northern. She like that food from up in New York, an Italiano. She likes it Italiano. I can do a little bit of spices, but I can't do too much. Now, Harold, I have to beg to differ with you. A good
sliced homemade red juicy tomato on some toast with some bacon and some lettuce and a piece of cheese if you like cheese on it. That's the bomb. Or even a piece of take a piece of bologna. Instead of bacon, you use bologna and lettuce and tomato. Oh my goodness. Or just a toasted tomato sandwich. Oh yeah. Yeah, BLTs are yummy for the tummy. Harold, you don't know what you're missing. Don't knock it until you try it. That's all I can tell you. Don't knock it until you try it. See, there you go. You had a tomato and mayo sandwich, yeah. It don't have to be toasted. Ark Wildman did a live stream. I think it was yesterday. He had that grill fired up out there and cooking up that bacon. Had him a bacon and tomato sandwich for lunch yesterday. Sure looked good too on that open pit fire where you know how he starts them little fires at his little pit. Boy, it sure looked good. Yeah, a lot of mayonnaise and it does make it messy. Yeah, there you go. Right, Tony. He did just have a batch of salsa. Yep, but that's different. It was too raw. Them tomatoes was raw, Harold. Uh, but now let's see. Who was you? I forget who it was. Y'all got them from. I want to say Suburban, but I could be wrong. Um, but anyway, and now she canned them, and depending on how she canned them, you know, it stands alone. Oh, okay, stands alone made this also. Suburban said, "Not me." I used to eat tons of hot peppers, hot sauce, anything hot. The hotter it was, the better. Then 10 years ago, I quit eating all of that extra hot stuff. But you grow all them different peppers, Miss Stephanie. What do you do with all the peppers that you grow? Are they any of them hot and spicy, or are they just sweet? I bet that salsa was good. Yeah. Well, some people cook the tomatoes. But I mean, if you're canning it and stuff, even if I don't know if you water bath can it or you pressure can it, um, they will still get cooked some. So I do make salsa, but I also made some pepper jam last year. That sounds interesting. Pepper jam. Wow. Did it have a little bit of spice to it, Miss Stephanie? Little kick. I can handle a little kick. I can't handle a lot of kick, but I can handle a little kick. Sometimes I get confused. Suburban. cowboy candy is delicious. Uh, I don't really particularly like to drink buttermilk. I have when I was younger on occasions, but I do love to buy a quart of buttermilk and make homemade buttermilk cornbread or buttermilk biscuits. Yeah, Harold, I'm with you. I've never tried cowboy candy, but myself, I don't even remember what cowboy candy is. So it was avocados and stuff, Jim. Oh, oh, ooh, that sounds good. That would be not. That would be good to try. Oh yeah, my grandparents ate buttermilk and cornbread all the time, or cornbread and sweet milk. And my girls, um, sometimes Sierra, she'd see my grandpa eat, her great grandpa eating it, and she'd come home and she'd be like, "Can I try regular milk and cornbread, Mom?" And I'm like, "Yeah, but don't put it in there if you're not going to eat it."
Honey, I'm home.
Hi, sweetie. I'm so glad you made it back. Oh, I missed you. Mwah, mwah. Did you have a nice trip?
Yeah, I was out there and my phone was dead. So I was like thinking like, как тебе зовут, Kim? Здравствуйте, Тони.
You talking about me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry you
Or like,
couldn't hear me.
Harold Blue Tony.
Good night, Harold. God bless you. And thank you for stopping in. I
Night.
appreciate the company. Well, ladies, I'm gonna get ready to end the live stream for tonight. It's been almost an hour and a half, and I'm just a little mentally worn out from the last few days. But I love you all, and God bless you all. And thank you all for hanging in here and stopping by. And like I said, I'll try to do another live stream sometime tomorrow and stuff. Oh, thank you, Harold. You know, I try to love everybody and I try to keep it peaceful. Thank you so much. And Miss Stephanie, thank you so much. Suburban Hillbilly, Miss Tony, Miss Phyllis, all of y'all.
Yeah.
Um, and let me see who else was in here. It was Standalone and um, da- ba- da- da- ba- da. And all the lurkers out there that was standing around watching. God bless you all. I love you, Linda. I love you. And I pray peace be with you all. And I'll keep everybody in my prayers and hugs, love, or kisses, and the love
Yeah.
and a hug.
Look over everyone.
All right. Love you guys.
Right.